Hello everybody, welcome back to Delwing. In this episode, I'm going to tell you about Unity Animator system from absolute beginner to advanced. And as you know, Unity Animator system is one of the most confusing and complicated system for beginners. So I'm going to make it simple. And let's just start with just what an Animator Controller does and how it works. And I'm going to tell you without any kind of code, it's just understanding the system. Okay, let's do this. Okay, first of all, if you don't have any kind of animations, you can download Human Basic Motions for free. So I'm going to share the link on the description so you can download and import it to your Unity. And after that, in the Kevin folder, you will find a scene in the Unity demo scenes that it's all animations in this package. Okay, now you can see we have 8 direction, walk and run, and other animations that we're going to use it in this playlist for learning Unity Animator. So let's do this. Before we do anything, we need to clear up a very common confusion. An animation is an actual movement like idle, walk, attack, or anything. So for example, here in this folder, I'm going to select some movements. For example, we have run here, and as you can see, we have a lot of animations in this pack. So this is animation. What about the animator? Animator is a system that decides which animation plays and when. So think of this like that. Animations are the videos and the animator is a remote controller. And animator does not create animations, it controls them. So you have to have your animations like this. And as you can see, we have a rig here and it's set as a humanoid. So if you have animations that there are not these animations, you have to set the rig as a humanoid, and then you can use the animations for any other kind of characters and models that they are rigged as a human. Okay, let's start from scratch. As you can see, I have a Sci-Fi warrior here, and if you don't have any kind of model, you can use the default model from Kevin, or you can just download another model from Mixamo.com or any kind of free rigged animations. And if you don't have any kind of rig on your model, you can just upload a character in the Mixamo, and then you can have an animated character in this website, and then you can import to your game. Okay, before I start to applying animations on my character, I'm going to select the character. You have to be careful about to change the type of your model and your rig. So I'm going to select it, and here I'm going to check it from rig. So as you can see, we have animation type in generic. I'm going to switch to humanoid. There we go. And as I told you, you have to check the animations too, because they should be animations as a humanoid too. So here, for example, male animations and idle, we have animations. And as you can see, all of them are humanoid as the model is. So okay, everything is set, and I need the animator. So here in this folder, I'm going to create animator. You have to go on the create section and you have to find the animations, and we have Animator Controller. Okay, now we have animator, and it's completely easy. You have to just drag it and you have to drop it here, and there we go. Now we have it. You can just double click on it, and now we have animator. Of course, it's completely empty, so I'm going to add some animations. Okay, before that, let's check some items in animator. For example, here we have layers, and as you can see, we have base layer that we are in. But imagine you need to change some animations about the upper body and the lower body. So for example, you can add the upper body layer. There we go. And now you can apply animation on the upper layer immediately without changing the lower body. And I'm going to tell you about the future episodes. But for now, I don't need to change anything. About the parameter, we're going to use it a lot in the animator, and it's present as a condition. So if you want to change and add some conditions, for example, boolean, trigger, int, or float, you're going to add to change it. For example, if you are on the idle animations and you need to add the condition to, for example, if I press W to move forward, you need to add the boolean or float or anything you need. And here we have some predefined states, and we have entry, exit, and any state. And actually, they are not the states, they are just entry and the exit for animations. Okay, let's start to add some animations. I'm going to add some, for example, idle animations. You need to just drag the fpx file, included animations here, and there we go. Now we have the first state. And as you can see, it's the orange one because it's default state. So it's connected to the entry by default. And now I can just connect another one, make a transition to exit. And there we go. Now we have the first animation. Let's start to test it. There we go. Now we can see we have animation here as idle animations. So cool. Okay, now I need another animations, for example, walking forward. So I'm going to select the walk animations. Here we have forward animations. There we go. And there is no connection by default because we have only one default connections. So you can just remove this one, and then you can make another transition from idle to forward, and again from forward to exit. There we go. And as you can see, we have a live movement here. We have here, there we're going to there, and then exit, and again. So we have a loop here. So in this episode, you learn what Animator is, what an Animator Controller does, and how to play basic animation. In the next episode, we'll start controlling animation using parameters like switching between idle to run. If this helped you, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.